Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. Okay, I'm going to try to make this a quick video for us today. It's summer solstice. I couldn't pass it up. And I've been playing around and made myself this little kind of mashup of a kit. I just want to make a couple of summer solstice cards. Snarky ones, because that's what I've been doing lately. I know I'm not scheduled to be here, but hey, we're going to go with it. So I've got Stonehenge. I've got some ladies who were tired. Okay. And then I just kind of made up some fun sentiments to go with them. And we're going to get right to this because I'm starting a lot later than I should. But we'll just try to not be here too long. I got this kit on Etsy. Now, it's different kits. The Stonehenge is just pictures of Stonehenge. And then the ladies are something completely different. So I just piecing some things together. I hope you guys are doing well. I am. I'm tired, but I'm well. So I'll take it. I will take it. Buttercup and Fendi are not here yet. They're coming today. So no barking yet. I went out and took care of them twice yesterday. Spent some time with them. Okay, I'm just trimming this out. I want to back this. I didn't realize what kind of paper. I was just printing on a plain paper, like copyweight, regular, nothing fancy paper. And so I'm trimming this out. I'm going to back this before I cut all of this out because it's just easier that way. So let me show you my process. If I accidentally, like today, print on plain paper, but I want it to be thicker, then I grab thicker paper and I kind of trim it out like this first in a rough way and don't fussy cut it. Now, because these are like boxes, I made them squares, then it's not necessarily fussy cutting. But the idea is that you don't have to cut it twice. I'm going to cut this one out though. I want to see if I can fit all this onto basically one page if I can. One page of heavyweight cardstock. That should do. Pop that right there. And then I got to fit my ladies. Got to fit my ladies on there. This is going to work. It's going to work, you guys. We're going to have to do that. And then the sentiments I can do separately on my other. Okay, so I take it like this and I'll use my glue stick. And glue all this down at once and then cut it all out. And it's just more efficient this way rather than fussy cutting everything, backing it, and then fussy cutting it a second time, which I do that sometimes because I don't know exactly the design I'm going to be doing or whatever. But today I have an idea. These are going to be a little bit mixed media. And hopefully a whole lot of fun for you and for me. So let's see. I'm going to be crafting with the quickness because I have to go take care of the dogs. Let me find you guys. Most people are sleeping in, which is really good. That's what they should be doing. Hello, John Pounds. First one here. How you doing? Cool, Johnny. I was dreaming about craft roulette last night and about Pipaganza. Oh my gosh. It was kind of a weird dream though. I wish it was just a little strange, but I think it was me working through the day. You know how that goes? You have a day and it makes it into your dreams. I think it was more of that than anything. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Beth. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Good morning, Norma. How you doing? All right. We're making summer solstice cards today. Can this go this way? It can't. I tried it once before. It just won't work. All right. Now I can fussy cut all these out. I'm also going to bring in maybe a couple of other stamp sets. Recently, because I'm crazy, I got this. And where is my moon? I might as well leave my moon stamps out like all the time. Here they are. We're going to turn the moon into the sun, I think, for some of the cards. There's no reason why this can't be a face for the sun as well. We'll see. We'll see where the day takes us. How about that? I got some ideas, though, for those as I was printing these. So let me get my paper trimmer out and keep saying hello. Funny, I'm never the first in the chat. I was leaving Amazon feedback on stuff purchased. Well, that's nice of you. John, I'm sure they appreciate that. I mean, you know. Okay, I never make square cards. Desiree likes to make square cards, and I get some of her cards, and they're incredible. So today, I want to make some square cards. Are y'all with me? Let's do it. We're gonna make some square cards. There, that's better. So we've got Stonehenge. I've never been to Stonehenge. I want to go. They have to, you can't get up close to the rocks. You know, they have a fence built around it now. But it's one of those wonders of the world I want to see. I know my husband would love to go to Easter Island. That's always been like on his bucket list. Okay, and then I did a couple of smaller ones in case I'm not feeling the 5x7, or if I just want to pivot because I like to pivot, then I can work with these smaller squares on a 5x7 or whatever. All right, and then these girlies, I'm gonna actually fussy cut out. All right, Miss Beth, you and Dawn were so fun the other day. And then Sophie, oh my goodness, coming in, taking over. She reminded me of my kids totally beating themselves up, trying something for the very first time. And I don't know, having the idea that it's just going to be, like, she did amazing. So it's like, I can't even say like it's going to be amazing and it's not, but she did so good. But like, I don't know. I think not only kids do that though. I think we all do that to ourselves where like she's not alone. I think we're all more critical of our own art and can't see it for what it is. There was a really cool short. Okay, so there's this photographer who photographs people in the subway. No, he doesn't photograph. I'm sure there is a photographer who photographs people in the subway, but it's an artist and he draws people and interviews them in the subway. He's been doing this for years and he creates short content here on YouTube. Well, recently I saw a video of his where he had the person sit down and he never saw them. So he had, you know, someone working with him, an assistant, and he got 2 volunteers and he never saw them. He had his back turned and he was seated ready to draw, and he had them sit with their back turned to him, and he just had them describe themselves, like to describe, he was drawing portraits, so just to describe their face and features on their face, and he drew them. And he had these 2, it was women, he had these 2 women meet each other as well and, you know, spend some time together, you know, 15-20 minutes, whatever. And then, so after he drew each one of the women with them describing themselves, he had the ladies sit down and he drew basically he had each woman describe the other woman, and he drew the other woman based on her description. And then he put their portraits side by side. And the women who described themselves, this is very hard to explain. The women who, the portrait for the women who described themselves. So when they initially sat down and described what they looked like themselves, those pictures were definitely like, they were more tired, there were more imperfections, and there were, you know, they looked more aged, to be honest. And then the portraits that he drew of each of the same women, but based on the other women's descriptions, were so much more youthful and like, I don't know, just more kind of joyful, really. Like he captured that kindness and that joy that they used in their voice to describe the other woman. And it's just very insightful. Like, I think the criticism, I know even for myself, the self-talk, the criticism is that we do to ourselves is always more harsh than it would be of what we would say to someone else. And that experiment was a good representation of that. It was really cool. It was a great video. It was funny because both the women were lovely. They were both like, you know, middle-aged or whatever, but lovely. And I like that. I like that he picked women who have, you know, lived a little. Sometimes life shows itself on our face, doesn't it? It's really good. Really, really good. Anyways, so Sophie kind of reminded me of that as she was working through watercolor for the first time. If you guys missed it, it was on Beth's live on Wednesday. Her teenage daughter was watercoloring for the first time and doing an amazing job. But, you know, being critical of herself, because that's what we do. Especially, I think women have an even more challenging time overriding that part of our brain. I'm sure men do it too, but men kind of at least project more confidence, I think, in general, and can maybe laugh at themselves a little more for the most part, generally speaking. And a total generalization that's probably unfair. But I think if Kanye sat down and watercolored for the first time, he would think it was amazing, his work. He'd be like, yeah, I did that. Look at that. I have never watercolored before, and look what I did. All right. Y'all know me. I can't help myself. I got to get these little pieces out. We'll be glad. It'll look better. It's always worth it. And then I'll ink blend to kind of clean up my edges. There we go. I am so excited about Paper Ganza. Like, I can't even tell y'all how excited I am. Okay, so we're gonna do a little mixed media, I think, and let's just have some fun. I need to cut some card bases, so let me get some 12 by 12 paper. Some just kind of plain, I think these colors will be nice. Plain 12 by 12 paper. And we're going to cut down these to make 6 by 6 card bases. It's a little flimsy, but it'll work. It's not a super thick one. So you can get 2 card bases from one sheet of 12 by 12. And because it's so thin, we will have to reinforce it, but that's okay. I always work in layers, so it's no big deal. And then what I'll do is cut a piece to reinforce the inside, and I'll be fine with that. Just fine. Yeah, Dawn, I had so much fun watching y'all. I liked everyone's projects the other day. It's a lot of fun. Hello, Miss Vicky. You slept in this morning? Me too. John, me too. All my dreams have been weird lately. Yeah, me too. Now that you mention it. Lots of active dreaming. Honestly, I've kind of been plagued by my dreams since I was a little kid. I kind of like it when I don't dream. I'd rather daydream than dream in my sleep. That's for sure. If I had a choice, I'd just be a daydreamer. You know what? I think instead of folding these and using them as top folding cards, which sometimes have a problem standing up. I'm going to make them side folding because it's less problematic for sure. Okay, so there's those. Let me go ahead and cut inserts for them. I mean, we're here. Might as well. Let's do it. I need one more sheet of 12 by 12 paper. So let me grab that. And I'm going to cut these to I'm going to do 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 square. I don't want to jinx it, but we're finally getting caught up at work. The interview went great yesterday. Really liked the candidates. That's nice. I've liked all of the candidates. All right, but you know, for the job. All right. People have to jump through all of the hoops. They have to go through 3 interviews, testing, all kinds of things, background checks, all the things. Bless their hearts, but we got to do it. Good thing we have an awesome HR department that handles all that for me. I just have to interview them. And then narrow it down with my boss lady. Hi, T. You and Dawn going to be crafting this morning, doing some junk journaling? I popped in yesterday, T. You were making a birthday card. I was just there for a bit, seeing you were working with yellow and red and blue. It looked very patriotic, very celebratory and fun. I was there for the splattering, the yellow splatter. It's like, yes, do that yellow splatter. All right, so I'm just reinforcing these bases to make them more sturdy. I won't have to worry about the front. You know, we'll put plenty on the front, but we got to reinforce the base here. It's all about that base. Oh, nice. Working on the garden. Wow, that was special. My son, I should say, is working so hard towards his little lawn mowing business. His grandfather bought him a lawnmower this week, so he doesn't have to borrow anybody's. He doesn't have to ask permission. He can go out and mow a yard anytime he wants. So he's got his lawnmower. He's been cutting our grass for practice. He's been cutting his grandma's grass, my mom's, for, gosh, the last 2 years. But he always has my husband there. He's cutting his grandparents, my husband's parents' yard, I think today, and his uncle's yard for practice before he goes out and deals with the public. Okay, so we've got these Stonehenge scenes, and I tried to size these so that, well, first of all, you probably already guessed it, I want my ladies in here. Hey, ladies. And these just might be a little small, but I did size them. These 2 ladies to go here. and the sentiments will make it all make sense. But I tried to size it so I could do mixed media in the background. And what I was thinking, this stamp set is Stampers Anonymous, the Cirque alphabet. And it's so big they had to split it between two. Anyways, I was thinking it'd be kind of fun for one of them to spell out summer, S-U-M-M-E-R, on the background. So I think that would be kind of fun. I gotta decide which one. That might be fun with one of these smaller ones. Yeah, let's do that. It'll be easy, it'll be fast. Cool, you ladies are getting together. Good, good, good. Hi, Kathy Smith. Good morning. California, you're up early, huh? All right. S-U. And we're going to need an R. I think that's all we need from this one. We need that M and an E. Yeah, that's going to be about right. Okay. Cool. Now, what else do I want to, feel like I need to figure out what else I might want to do to this background. Okay. Everybody's in their places. Let's move them out of the way for now. So the summer, I'm going to kind of line up like this. And then I think I might have to doodle in the background. I'm going to stamp all this at once if I can. I don't know. I miss Juneteenth, so I can't miss the summer solstice too. So that's why I'm here today. I like to celebrate, y'all. All right. I like to have a good time, celebrate. There's a lot of, depending on what you're into, there are a lot of like summer solstice printables on Etsy, I noticed, but a lot of them are, they're beautiful. They just weren't quite my vibe. So I decided to make my own. I use the stamp positioning tool so seldom, see, that I just give myself the hardest time with it. What I need to do is put my card down on here and then position the stamps on top and then just pick it up. That is the way. All right, so let's do this. Like this. Let's do different colors. Let's look at our palette here. It's all very green. So let's see, colors, colors, colors. I kind of have my colors all blocked. Let's do spiced marmalade. abandoned coral, maybe? Trying to envision this behind here. Fossilized amber. I wonder how they're going to show up on here. Let's test it. So I have this little strip. Just going to give each one, yeah, like the fossilized amber. You're like, I can't even see what she's doing. I know. Just giving it a little. Yeah, I like those. Okay, let's do those. And I like that order too. All right, here we go. Move her. Oh, hello, bird. Might be harder to ink that one. Let me just take care of the S. And then I can take it off. And it'll be easier to ink the other one. Let me ink it again. These are distressed, so the style of these letters is distressed, so that center part is not supposed to stamp, which is what I like about it. I also like the size and the style. Okay, done with that one. Now, I can do abandoned coral on these two at the same time. Sophie did do great, didn't she, Norma? And Beth, I could totally relate. Like, I have my kids' art. I don't part with it. Even if they're like, oh, Mom, that's so silly. Like, why are you keeping that? Because it's not silly, and I love it. Hey, Maddie. Everybody saying hi. Hi, Diane. Hi, Sinjin. How's it going? Good morning, Cordelia. Men do it as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I am sure that they do. Okay. Don't mind me as I put my letters back where they go. These are really fuzzy, aren't they? Fuzzy wuzzy. Ah, I loved it when Mary recited Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear the other day on Wednesday. Or was that Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. All the days just kind of run together at this point. Just making sure I get it all. And get it really saturated. It's kind of not ideal the way I have this pinned down because I have the bait. It's a card base, so it's kind of lifting on me, but that's okay. That's all right. We're making it. We got this. We got this. One more letter. Oh man, I was thinking yesterday that tattoos with words are the trickiest because what if they spell it wrong? At least with cards, it's just paper. I hope I like this. We'll see. If not, we'll cover it up. There's always that. Oh, let me close my glue. Just, oh, really? My son does too, T. It's hard. We've been trying since he was like, we noticed it when he was young. And we've tried and tried, but it's just try to do activities and things that can build it, to build the self-esteem. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard as a mom because you only see them as being their best self, you know, and being amazing because they are to you. Okay. There it is. Okay, I believe we're done with this for now. And this is still wet. So let me dry it and I'll read more comments. Oh, really, John? So yours is just come with experience and age and acceptance, right? I think a lot of times it's that. Ooh, we're gonna have to back the inside maybe. I did double stamp and my ink was really juicy. Yeah, Beth, that was fun. It was fun to watch too. Sala and I will be on tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, Texas time. Yep. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Wow, a lot of this ink is still really wet, y'all. Yep, still wet, even with a heat gun on it. Okay. Let's take a look. So this is what we've got. Okay, and then sentiments. I made some snarky sentiments. Summer solstice. I would, but I'm tired. Longest day of the year. That sounds like fun. Summer solstice, but it's hot outside. Yep, that's what I came up with. I mean, these girls look like they've got a little bit of attitude. I'm just saying. And it is so hot in Texas already. Like we went from last week, it being in the, we've had a little bit of heat so far, but not that much, not as much as normal. I really can't complain. It's actually been a very mellow summer so far, but it's just starting to get unbearably hot to where like you won't catch me outside after 11 and before 7. I'm on that 7-Eleven schedule now. Just gonna pop this girly up. Right here. And we're gonna add some more. We are gonna come in now. I'm gonna matte this layer. And then I'm also gonna bring in, I think some of Desiree's tangles. Yeah, that's what's gonna go right there. Something like that. Now, I need my stamp positioning tool again. We're gonna do it the right way this time. As far as putting my card base down, then positioning my stamp where I want it. There we go. That's the way it's done. Now I remember. Wonder what the darkest gray, that's not it, is in Timmy's line. Ooh, that's probably it. Ice spruce, is that the darkest? Lost shadow, I know that's not it. Morning. Hickory smoke, let's check that one out. That one looks even darker. Yeah, let's do hickory smoke. Let's try it. What might also be cool, actually, let's do gold embossed. Let's emboss Desiree stamp in gold. That'll look like the sun, kind of, you know? Be hot like the sun. Okay. So I'm going to use my powder tool. Powder it up. Now I'm going to get a different ink. I like to emboss with my VersaFine. I can see where it goes. I can see if I've gotten it on there well. And it's fine. If you're, unless you're using a translucent like an embossing glaze from Mr. Holtz, then just, it's fine. You can use a pigment ink to emboss with. You want to play, Diane? Yeah, we need to play as well. Yeah, we all want to come play, Beth. And I want everybody to come over here and have a paper play as well. The only thing is I don't do like the fancy programs. I just do it through YouTube, so we have to record vertically. And for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, but for some reason, if I'm hosting on my channel, my camera doesn't go all weird. But the minute I get on somebody else's channel, the focus starts acting up. I have no idea what that's about, but it's really lame. And I don't like it. I need to re-ink this. I use it all the time. VersaFine re-inker Onyx Black. Let's do it right now. Oh yeah, it's just soaking that right up. I use it all the time. There we go. I'm going to let my VersaFine have a moment. Okay. I just want to make sure it's really nicely saturated before I put my embossing powder on here, because it's a one and done kind of situation. It did soak all the way in there, by the way. It was very dry. So that is no longer going to be a problem. I'm lightly touching it to my stamp now. Okay. I don't know how many cards we're going to get through today. I may have printed more than I really needed. I got a little bit of double vision on that one. Go figure. I mean, I did stamp it on there like so many times. It's bound to happen. Okay, let's not worry about it. Let's get the embossing powder on it. It's mostly going to be covered up anyways. And I'm not a perfectionist. And I'm not redoing it. So we just have to accept it and move on. Okay, so. Cool. I've had this embossing powder for years and years and years. It's from Recollections. I bet that embossing powder is like 5 years old. And I know people have said that embossing powder can go bad, but I don't even know what that means. Like, I don't know how it goes bad. I don't know how to tell. I guess if it doesn't melt, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Or if it all clumped together. Something Celtic. Yeah. Yeah, I was reading about Summer Solstice this morning. The Druids. I mean, I think probably the Mayans, lots of people. It's been celebrated for millennia. So I figure, well, I can't miss out on that. I don't want to be the oddball out on that. The thing is like, that's not really also my culture or my, you know, my faith or anything like that either. So I thought, let me go at it from a snarky standpoint. I wanted to give a nod that Summer Solstice has been celebrated for millennia, and Stonehenge aligns with Summer Solstice. It's like a monument to Summer Solstice as far as we know. But Yeah, these stones align to summer solstice. So I thought, okay, let's put Stonehenge on there and let's put a modern girl who's snarky. And that would be me. That that represents me celebrating summer solstice. A snarky Texas girl with a big mouth. Who doesn't want to miss out on the party? That's me. All right. This would have gone better with a thicker paper, but we're just going to make it work. Here comes the trash. It's Friday. So y'all got to hear the trash and recycling. I know you can't really tell that it says summer in the background, but it does. All right. This is not my favorite card I've ever made. I need to do something else to it. How can I like it more? Scorched timber makes me like everything a little bit more. Let's bring in some scorched timber. Just think it needs more. You just keep going until I like it. So yeah, Beth, you have to tell Sophie that I say her response to her art yesterday or on Wednesday was totally normal. It's how we all feel, but we also all thought it was great. Not just myself, but Norma and everybody and Dawn. Okay. Definitely that makes me like it more. Let's hit the edges of this with some scorched timber. Maybe I need some yellow splatter like T's card. Maybe. Let's see. That's getting better. Let's get our sentiment. Probably just going to make this one card, y'all, and then I got to go. I got to go take care of the dog. I got to go to work. Gotta go do all the things of the day. Okay. Summer solstice, longest day of the year. That sounds like fun. Or summer solstice, I'm tired. I would, but I'm tired. Y'all hear all that? Sorry about that. I ended up using the smaller picture, didn't I? I think my other ones are bigger. I would, but I'm tired. There we go. Yeah, my other ones are bigger. they would cover up more of our summer, and they would also cover up the Zentangle back there, the mandala from or mandala, however you pronounce it. Everyone seems to pronounce it different. What else should I do, you guys? I have some golden acrylic we could splatter on here. I feel like it needs more contrast. Like, I think the reason I like the distressing on it is because it's contrast. This, I don't think it's going to give us the kind of contrast I'm looking for. Ideas, anyone? Ideas? What does this card need? This card needs something. What does it need? Let's see. I'm looking off to the side. I need to catch up to... Wow, I was light years behind. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Esther. Black spatters. Yeah, it does. It needs drama. It needs contrast and drama. So you think black? Well, I've got black. Let's see. Matte those words. That could work on black. That's a good idea. Bye, Sala. Thanks for hanging out. Aww. Who's Polly? And she likes the sound of my voice. She goes to sleep. That's sweet. I've got lots of black strips. Let me get some out. Yeah, it does need black. It needs black. And look, we can even matte that picture in black if we want. Okay, let's move in that direction and see where it takes us. So we're gonna matte those. And I think we'll matte this just a small, just a little bit. A dab will do. A dab will do. Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. I knew you guys know what to do. Okay, and then we'll also matte my wonky cutting. I did not cut those straight, but that's okay. We'll matte these as well. Hi, Reagan. The embossing allowed the letters to shine. Yeah, to come back through. Yeah, absolutely, Reagan. Okay. Don't think that one's going to fit. Nope, we're going to have to put that one over here. Honestly, if you had more time, I think it would be cool to kind of outline the letters in some way. We could try it. I need a really fine micron for that. Like this 2 could work. Let me look at the letters. idea. Okay. Okay. I need a new set of microns, y'all. Mine are kind of giving up on me. They've been put through the ringer and apparently don't like oxide ink either. Yeah, I think outlining just not fully, just a little. Let me grab a better, let's try the Sharpie pen. I got this based on Dee Dee's recommendation. She really likes these, and Dee Dee's very mixed media, so I feel like if Dee Dee likes it, I'll like it, because she uses all kinds of mediums in her work. So yeah, there we go. Let's just do this. Really emphasize that that's a U. I know you won't be able to see all of this. If we're only going to do one card, we're just going to do it right. We're going to make sure that I actually like it. Do you guys want this card? Let me write down a number between 1 and 100 real quick. Don't start guessing yet. Don't you dare. You got to hold on. I got to write down a number. Did y'all see that? You didn't see that, did you? I have to see. Did y'all see the number? Okay. If y'all want this card, you can, I'll mail it to you. I'll mail it to one person who enters a number, the correct number. You can choose from 1 to 100. Choose one time. So make sure it's your number. First of all, could y'all see the number I wrote down? Did you see the number that I put in? Okay. Everyone that's already guessed, your guess counts, but it's not the answer. Okay, but I'm going to put go. But everything that you put in, I've read it and it counts, but it's not the answer. So I guess y'all didn't see the number. Okay, cool, Dawn. Yeah, go ahead, guess away. So far, you haven't guessed it. And you've guessed once, as long as everyone's had a chance, I'll stop it and then I'll let y'all go again. Hi, Janan. Hey, then I get to see everybody. How you doing? 33, not it. Keep going. I will put go again if we don't have a winner in the next minute or two. And then you can put in a second guess. How about that? Not 88. No. Not 7. Hey, Ava Lee. How you doing? I like all these little M's in the bottom of the R. It's fun. Okay. Yeah, I think that really helped the background. Oh, we have a winner. It's Dawn. You got it, Dawn. 25. See? I just figured it's 2025. It's the summer solstice of 2025. So I picked 25. You get it, girlfriend. I have your address. I'll send you some goodies and I'll send you this card. Happy summer solstice. Happy longest day of the year. Ugh. Ah. Okay. We have a winner. Good job, everybody. And congrats, Dawn. I'll send you some other goodies too. All right. Summer solstice, longest day of the year. I would, but I'm tired. And let's mat this girl. I need to do more giveaways like this, spontaneous cards and things. Like, because when you're making something, like I'm making this on the day of summer solstice, like who else am I going to send this to? Obviously, I have to send it to you guys. That's how I feel about it anyways. Okay. Hope I don't mess up your card, Dawn. Now the pressure's on. Okay. I like it. Okay. See, you just have to keep going, you guys. That's what I even have to tell myself, like when I'm working and I'm like, oh, I don't really like this. And it's like, no, just keep going. Keep slapping stuff on it until you just like it. Until you like it. I definitely like the way that Sharpie pen pulled together the letters better. I want to add just a little more here and there. Now that my girl's down, I can kind of see places to put a few lines. Make it even more pronounced. Like, hey, there's letters back there. How about that? All right. I am going to put a little paper behind these and bump them up. Because when I glue them down, I want them to be even. So I put a couple of pieces behind this one. The part that's going to hang off the edge. And then this one might be okay without it. But I'll leave it and see. Okay, so there we go. Put that back there. Let me flip it over. I'm going to add some more paper. Paper here, paper there, paper everywhere. I just don't like it when I put like a sentiment across like this and then it kind of dents in, you know, because it's one layer and it needs to be more. So we're going to fix that. Oh, fiddly bits, but it's worth it. There we go. Put that down there. If it was a 5x7, you could frame it, but it's a weird 6x6. So you can just throw it on your desk, on your mantle. Don't throw it at Willie. He didn't do anything. I love that saying. Don't get mad at lazy people. They didn't even do anything. It just popped in my head. That one always cracks me up. Okay, you guys. Dawn, do you want me to splatter it? It now is your card, so you get to, yes, I use pH neutral PVA. This is Lineco. It's a professional, archival, dries clear, remains flexible, book binding, and paper project glue. And I order mine on Amazon, but it looks like you can also get it at booksbyhand.com. I need to check out that website. I've been using this glue for, I don't know, 3 years, 4 years. And I just now thought, like, hey, I need to check out that website. Looky there. We got to fix the back of Dawn's card because this was not like mixed media paper. This was just standard 12x12 paper. It was already thin. It was like a thin, not even cardstock. So we got to fix the inside real quick. There's this really pretty star paper that I think I want to put in there. It's my favorite from this paper pad. I'm going to share it with Dawn. Put it in Dawn's card. It's just going to be perfect though. It's this gold embossed stars. I could buy a whole pack of this alone. I need to make, oh, let me write that down. I need to make a pack of star paper. Because I love stars. Y'all know I love stars. Paper pad. Oh my gosh, I have so many paper pad ideas and haven't even released any in a long time. Okay, almost done. Then I gotta run. Gotta run. Guys, you're the best husband in the world. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He's perfect for me. Okay, we're just gonna make it a full 6x6 moment back here on the back to make sure we cover everything and to kind of strengthen the card a little bit. I like it with that blue too. Grungy stars and denim. Oh, yes. Dye. I will take it. I will use it. I was thinking this morning when I was printing these out. I need to download Dye's Boho Girls. They would be perfect for summer solstice. Actually, your boho girls, they would totally work. Let's put a sun inside Dawn's card. And then I'll let you all go. I want to make a sun with my moon stamp set. tomorrow we're doing completely unrelated things here on the channel, me and Sala. So this is a one and done kind of thing. Even though I have 3 more Summer Solstice cards cut and ready to go. Okay, let's make a sun to go inside here. I like this one. Let's use this one. It's got chubby cheeks like me. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this though. Like, this will be the extent of my Summer Solstice celebration today, making a card for it. So, hanging out with my friends. This is my party. You guys are always my party. Okay. A scrap of watercolor paper. And we need to use VersaFine because I'm going to bring out my watercolors. And VersaFine is perfect for watercolors. Paige, are you still here? First of all, I'm asking you a question. I don't even know if you're still here. But I was wondering if you're liking your inks that you got. I know you've been getting different inks. At least I think so. And I'm curious. I hadn't checked in with you on how you like them. It is great to find that one person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. Yeah, bless his heart. He's got his hands full. Told him last night, you're about to be outnumbered because it's going to be 3 female dogs and me and Sparkleheart. He's about to be totally outnumbered and have his hands full. At least it won't be boring. Okay. Now, let's make some rays. Let's make the sun shine. We're going to make some funky rays out of my scraps here real quick. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing with paper and having fun because that's what I like to do. Making my paper work. This little square of paper is working overtime today. Just like me. We're going to make some fun, funky rays to go around our sun face. Here's the thing. Y'all might not ever want to make a card like this, and I get that. I'm not trying to convince you to, but I hope that by hanging out with me, it gives you ideas and it gives you more of a feeling of a creative license. Like, sit there, just play, just have a good time. You don't have to make a card like anybody else would make a card. Just make a card your way with the things that you want to make. Like, I'm kind of tempted to only put the sun rays on half the sun, and that's okay. I don't have to put the sun rays all around unless Dawn comes on here and is like, hey, that's my card you're messing up. You better put those rays all the way around. And then I would. But I kind of like it. Just like this with the rays going partially around. Kind of looks like a wild mohawk. It looks like the sun has a wild mohawk. Well, Miss Pam has arrived to the party. Hi, Pam. Let me get my glitter out. Oh, insomnia. Ugh. Yuck. I'm sorry, Pam. I won't tease you. You don't need that. You didn't come here for that. It's a Karen's. I told y'all about when my best friend came and cut my hair, and she asked Sparkle Art what she thought. She's like, she didn't want to say. She's like, I don't want to be rude. What is it? Like, what? You don't like it? I mean, it's okay, but you kind of look like a Karen now. Oh my goodness. We laughed so hard. Ah, that was a funny one. Why don't we put our sun? I don't know. Now I want to put my rays going this way. There's no rules. Dawn hasn't yelled at me yet, so we're good. I mean, that's just not her way, but I feel like it's okay that I make the sun. See, ooh, and then I could come in with the moon. Hi, Amy. We're making a summer solstice card today. I'm almost done. We're doing the inside real quick like. Well, hopefully real quick like, because I need to go. But yeah, I'm making a summer solstice card. I should have gone like an hour ago, probably. Oh, geez. Where's my scrap paper? I don't know. Let me grab this. Oh, I need the other half of the face. Whoopsies. Good thing there's two sides to every sheet of paper. This is the side I need. Ha, there we go. Okay. So what if we just do the rays like that? And then add in the moon face. You can tell I live in South Texas. Okay, I live in Central. I live in the Austin area, but it might as well be the South. That's how I feel about it anyway. And then we tuck in the moon. The sun and the moon. Dawn and Willie. All right. You yell on the inside. And okay, we've got it. Yeah, baby, we've got it. Okay, as far as I'm concerned. All right. Gotta make this all stick together, and I don't want anything to move. It would have been better if I had watercolored my paper before all of this. But this is where we're going. And it's gonna be messy, but there we go. Oh boy, she's falling apart. All right, let's just paint this up real quick. All right. I kind of want to use my pigment powders. Thing is, so I'm gonna have to take this moon off because I don't want the moon. I want the moon to just stay just like it is. All right. Hold it together, sunshine. Hi, Kim. Have a great day, Maddie. Bye. All right, so we're just gonna sprinkle some of this stuff around. I don't know. These are not my favorite. My favorite are just too hard to get to right now. Okay. Yep, I don't know. These are just not it for me. Try to get them moving and grooving here. Oh my gosh, my son is not holding it together. Bless its heart. This is not the order of operations, you guys. This is not the way. This is not the way. The Mandalorian would be disappointed. This is not the way. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be fine, and it's going to be worth it. And it's for Dawn, and we all love Dawn, and she's worth it. Okay. We have a sun, a funky sun, and I like it. It would be better if you colored your paper first and then stamped on it and then cut it out. That would be the way. But we're daring and we're wild, and it's chaos over perfection over here. Nima, I was watching you the other day, loving your craft roulette cards and things. How you doing? I can't wait to see you. It's coming up. It's coming up. Little spot right there. We have to dry this before we can put it on the card. Okay. Okay, that should work. That looks pretty dry. All right, let's bring the card back in. Yeah, that's dry enough. Whoa. Let's bring the moon back in now. Another dab of glue. Hello, moon. Hello, sun. All right. Just really want to actually make sure my desk is clean before I put this down on there. Since the card is finished, it's a good idea. Okay. And then I'll write Dawn a message over here. Dawn, I'm writing in your card. Assuming you'll want to keep it, unless you tell me not to. Got to add this one last wild hair that got pulled apart earlier. Ooh, I like it over the moon anyways. Makes them seem more entangled. The bird didn't get the message. I don't get the message. I'm the problem. There goes that bird again. I know. Okay. I love it. We have celebrated summer solstice. This is the end of the party. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I gotta go. I can't even stay here. I gotta go do all kinds of things. I am so glad, Kathy. I'm so glad you joined us. I know, this chat's the best. Some of the sweetest, most encouraging, funny, wonderful people hang out in this chat, I have to say. Miss Tina Barker, how are you? Okay, so this is our summer solstice card. Summer solstice, longest day of the year. I would, but I'm tired. And she does look tired. As she gazes at Stonehenge. Well, that was fun. It took us a while to get where we were going, but we got there. And then we've got the sun and the moon on the inside with some stars and gold. Ooh, I love that paper. And then I have to figure out what I'm going to, I'm just going to write a big message on a Sharpie over here for Miss Dawn. So thanks for hanging out with me. That was impromptu. I will be back tomorrow if you can put up with me another day. And I'm going to be with my friend Sala. And we are going to be having some fun. Not summer solstice fun, but just some crafty fun. And I hope to see you guys here. Born to party, forced to work. I got to go to work, you guys. Love y'all bunches, though. I hope y'all have... Oh, it's out for delivery today. Yay. I hope you love it, Tina. Thank you for ordering. Thank you so much. All right. Love you guys so much. I will see you later. Bye.